Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday or Monday, depending on where you are. I got a big inspiration to be in here today. I got a very, very important download to share with everyone. Please watch this video to the end. There's some images that go with it, and this is really what I'm hearing is an activation, really, for all of us, an activation and a big support from our guides to really focus on what we're creating right now. That's the big message. But before that, let's talk about the love train. Okay. We have new members from, I think it's Cossie, Texas. Hope I said that right. Welcome. Germany, welcome. Thank you for being here. El Paso, Texas. It's quite a few of you now from El Paso. Welcome. Petaluma, California. Perth, Western Australia. Welcome to you. Canton, Georgia. Prescott, Arizona. Palm Springs, California. Yeah, the deserts are being represented here. I love it. Tampa Bay, Florida, and Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you for being here and shining your light here and shining your light in the whatever part of the globe you are on now. So today's big message is, and this is from Spirit, is what are you choosing to create? So before we go there, I know you guys are always interested in this beautiful graph behind me. So we had that happen yesterday. I can just slide over for this one. Okay. So this was yesterday afternoon. You see, we've got two little bumps here of light. This is really more purging too. See the red areas? So that's releasing. So what are we releasing? Upper chakra, crown stuff, some light coming in. So what happens? The light comes in, it gets underneath that which has to be purged and brings it up. So this can cause all kinds of interesting, I like to call them sensations. And by the way, one of you, I saw your note in there that you didn't use the word pain either, because the noodle associates the word pain with illness and bad stuff. So I like to refer to Ascension symptoms more as sensations. And so choose a word that feels neutral to the noodle. That's what I will tell you. We got to be neutral to the noodle because we don't want the noodle creating any crap. And that's coming up in one of my fantastic Canva creations. Yes, my guides stuck me in Canva early this morning. So I've got some cool creations for you guys. And I think it's going to help with some visuals of how energy creates. So important. We're all hearing we're conscious creators, but okay, well, how does that work? All right. Well, I think I got you covered in my graphics. I think. Okay. Let's jump over real quick to the chakra chart because there's some interesting things going on there. Okay, so here we go. So in here, you can see these spikes. That was yesterday when that light was coming in. You could see this is a nice purge here. So this, when you see that, this can be the throat chakra, solar plexus. So these are really about speaking your truth, right? And I'm going to talk more about this, but our authenticity is our currency, our authenticity and our attention. Those two will that's your key to operating freely and openly and successfully in the 5D right there. Attention and authenticity. So what are they doing? We're pushing up any parts of you that are not being authentic. And for many of you, this can come in the area of relationships. Where are you still putting on a mask? And by the way, they're telling me you can't stop someone else's struggle by you struggling for them. You cannot struggle or suffer enough to get someone else out of it. We have to be the end result of what we desire for all. That's the secret. I know you want more info on that. It's coming. Okay, then over here, you can see we still have some purging. This is interesting. You can't really see it that well, but these chakras, like that, I call these the molehills. Wow, when you see this is over a course of several hours where we're seeing big pushes to the root. That's integration and release at the same time. We're integrating all that big light that came in and we're releasing what doesn't serve us. And man, the sacral chakra has been seeing a lot of really letting go of stuff that's not serving us. And what does that do? It opens us up to be more creative. Yeah. Hope you're ready for my first Canva creation of the day. Here we go. Ta-da! Okay. So we all somehow found out that some of this is hitting the fan in the 3D. The strong, strong guidance is, here's what happens. This is the 3D loop of fear, how it happens. We're a conscious creator. What we focus on, we create. Now, what do we do when we're observing this, right? When you observe this and you attach this to it, you're recreating it. Oh, this is also an example of this is if you've got the news turned on and you're watching the same story play over and over and over and over, this is what you're creating. You're creating a full boatload of caca. And then you're going to say, but I don't want this anymore. Make it stop. Okay. This is the 3D loop of fear because the word, so the thoughts you choose coupled with the meaning you give to it. So what feeling is attached? If it's anything negative, it's always fear. Those of you who are A Course in Miracles peeps here, I know that you know this, right? We must create from love. And then, so what do we do if we're observing this? We're observing this. I know you're telling me, but it's all over the news. Well, you can choose not to watch it, number one. And I don't care if your best friend, your spouse, your whole family has it on and they're glued to the TV, unless they have physically chained you to the chair, choose differently. And you can go be the powerful conscious creator you are and focus on what you want to create. That's our job. That's what the love train is all about. We are only focused on what we want to create. This is all playing out. This is part of the purging of the 3D. The truths must be exposed for everybody to get to the truth of who they are. It is not our job to get a broom up and start sweeping this. It's not. That's not how we clear it. We clear it by creating the outcome that we want. So I know you're going to say, how does that happen? That's in the next slide. But essentially, this becomes a loop because if all you're doing is giving all your energy to this, and by the way, anger, fear, all low density energies all fall into this category. And you might say, no, well, one of the slogans that came in that they said, this is a 3D trap that keeps you in separation is, and I can't tell you how many people have said this to me over the years, your head's in the sand. No, this is the sand. This is the sand because you're on a gerbil wheel. You're staring at this, you're recreating it. You're staring at this, you're recreating it. Oh my God, this is all hell's breaking loose. You're recreating it. And look, you got a whole shitstorm going on and you want to know why the shitstorm's not changing. Now, fast forward, this is why we're ascending. We're ascending out of this loop. It's so there is no sand. And I promise you, I don't watch the news at all. You find information that you need comes to you. And all you need to do, say you're walking by someplace, I see it on in gyms and stuff, and you hear it blaring in a restaurant TV, send it a blessing, send it love and light. That's all you need to do. We alchemize these things. Send love and light to that whole situation and then get back in your power. When you do this, you're giving your power away. You're giving your power away. So this is a very, very strong message coming in from Spirit. And I am not the only way shower coming in with this message. There are so many. If we don't fight for peace. We don't fight for love. We create it within. It's all created within, and then it radiates out. Okay. So remember the thoughts and the meaning that you give. The thoughts that you have and the meaning you give to them. So what emotions attached to your thought, that is literally creating an energy form. And if you stay in that loop, you're recreating it. Okay, I think we got that message across. Let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the conscious creation part. Okay, this is how we create in the 5D. We are already in the 5D. The 3D matrix has crumbled. So what you're really seeing now is residual energy of stuff that has already been manifested, but it is in the process of being alchemized. Now, if you remember this, look at, I found a love train already in place on Canva. I love it. And so they wanted me to just give examples of my personal. Okay, so we're all creator within our own creation. We are all a creator within our own creation. The difference now is when we saw the previous slide where it was a shit show, right? Because we were focusing on it and giving it more energy. Instead of creating in the mind, now we create from the sky. That's your connection to source. This is all your power. All your power is in your heart. All your desires are in your heart. Your soul put them there before you incarnated. You put all these desires in your heart and you came here to experience them. So my examples are here. This is all of us united around the globe in pure love and light. And then, I love me a good beach. This is my heaven on earth. This is why I'm here at the beach. This is why yesterday or the day before yesterday, I went to this really gorgeous, tranquil beach, and I literally went there with the intention of creating more peace. And I experienced it and I felt it. So when you're creating consciously like this, I know that I'm in my happy place when I'm sitting on a beach with the sun on my face, feeling that wind, and use your senses, use all five senses, because the yummier you make it here, the yummier it becomes up here. We now have access to beyond 5D images, okay? So here's the difference. So now the heart drops it in, the heart delivers to the mind. Now in the mind is where you create. Okay, I envision a fully awakened planet. I envision this amazing love train where we keep growing and growing and growing and co-creating together and having fun together. We are being celebrated now by all of our guides and angels because they see that we've ascended from fear and lack and limitation. So goes from the heart, it goes here, we focus on it. Notice there's no shit emoji in here anywhere because it doesn't exist in the 5D. So it's only love. Everything's created from love. You are love. You are source. You created all of this. And we're going to continue to co-create it. Okay. So here is just showing how the energy creates it. Once this is here and it becomes a focus, it already exists in another dimension. It exists in another multi-dimensional version of you, actually. You're now getting into alignment. This is the energy, and this takes patience. There's a gestation period, but it has already been created. And for me, this is all in one big love bubble. And so it's all coming. And now my job is to witness it and celebrate it and stay in it. So for those of you who are saying, that you're struggling to manifest, you're not. You focus on a state of being. For me, peace, tranquility, this community, unity, the love train, fun, creativity. All of this are things that I love. So start making a list of, wouldn't it be fun too? What kind of experiences sound like fun? And really, we're being called upon to focus on stillness and worthiness. And so if you need that mirror exercise, it's in there for you. Go do it. You're worthy now. Prioritize yourself now. So I really I hope these images resonate. I feel like they're going to be received energetically. Remember, if the noodle's going to come in and try to give you all kinds of business, the noodle is stuck in the shit show. Let it go. And then just try to feel into this and saying, okay, what's in my heart? What would be fun? What experience would I like to have? What does that look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? And then if you are somehow, or if you're somehow closely related to something that's going on, there's going to be more events like this that have to purge. All it is a purge. It's part of the purge. So we have to stand together and keep the love train going at the highest frequency possible. Later today, I'm doing a quantum healing, and I'll share with you guys the observations that come from that. The quantum healing is where we jump ahead and feel all the stuff that's being cleared in the collective. So I'll have some information to share with you guys so that sometimes when you have knowledge a little bit, okay, that's what's being cleared, it can kind of give us some comfort, right? But, just be careful if you are in that if or when, and really, really focus on what do you want to create? What's a state of being? Anybody can create peace in their daily life. I don't care what your resources are. You can create peace in every moment. It's a choice. And I know some of you in here are my clients and that you've done it. So, you guys, I want you to raise your hand and say how peaceful you are now, because it really can be done. And remember, when you focus on peace or love or unity, you're aligned with the very highest possible timeline that exists for you. How beautiful is that? All right. That's all I got for you guys on this Sunday. Please, please keep your focus on what you're trying to create. For me, one of these is this community is a completely fully awakened planet. And what does your paradise on earth look like or feel like? Share it in the comments. And again, big welcome to all of our new subscribers and a big welcome and sending love to all of you who've been here from the beginning. And let's keep creating more love. Okay. Keep your focus off the stinking TV and go create a beautiful, beautiful world that we can all play in and enjoy together. Big love to all.